All right, we are live this Wednesday. What is today? April 25th. I should know what these days are from when we start. So we're up on server 2. Server 1 is definitely full. And a few of us are up here on server 2 right now. And I think what I want to do, since there's only a few of us, is maybe take on running drugs or something. I know I did coke. Maybe I'll do meth or I'm trying to figure out where all my bearings are. Where am I? Oh, I'm over here. Well, while I try to figure out where I'm at, and I don't know if the way things have looked the last few games. Tampa can take Boston. Yeah, I can see it. I don't know. Tampa's definitely been on their game through the playoffs here. So it's going to be an interesting series for the next couple rounds. As long as San Jose doesn't go any further and Washington doesn't go any further. All right, so I guess we could run up the road there to there. Okay, let's. We're gonna just grab a motorcycle because it's easier. Actually, no, that thing stands out. Let's grab my my sleeper car. And no, we'll take the motor. Nah, yeah, the ballista. I can't make up my mind. But we will head on out and run some drugs. Of course, as always, I'll black out the screen long before I get there, so it doesn't give away what's going on. I'm still actually trying to remember where it's at. Is it over here? Over here. I don't remember. Oh my god. Okay, well, we'll drive it and we'll figure it out. Yeah, that's why I blacked the whole thing out. I think some people through the stream and stuff were asking who I was. Maybe, I don't know, maybe just curious as to who I was, or maybe they wanted to report me. But, you know, the live stream video is to the drug location wasn't up because it was never actually streamed there. And the YouTube one, I've cut it all the way down, so you don't even know where it's at. When I blacked out, I wasn't even anywhere near it, and I just hauled butt over to where it was and then brought it back up, as you guys saw in the actual lab. And of course, that doesn't mark location. So basically, I will kind of do the same here. I wonder if these were the same guys from last time. I mean, I could leave the whole thing blacked out, but the only bad thing is it just gets kind of boring looking at a black screen while I'm processing. So I know they just, say to keep the location secret. And of course, once you're in a lab, I'm just going to blow through this because it's taking too long. Once you're inside the lab, it doesn't mark where you're at. Now, there are other locations that are not lab-based, so you're just at the location. Of course, that I'll stay away from 9 Ways to Sunday, just because that's an easy one to figure out where the location is. But that last live stream, I cut everything out, and then what's on YouTube, it was just in the lab, blackout, and then the whole cell process was completely over at that point, and so it just picked up where I left off. I know there's a gas station over here. I should get some gas in the car. I don't know why I didn't get gas when I first started. On Fridays. Pink Peggy. Me and my buddy was talking about that one. That's awesome. I'm kind of toying around with a new character right now. I'm still working it out. I can do the voice of it really good. Oh, I'm way off. Let me mark the gas station down over here so I can get some gas. So I have a character worked out which will tie in, just with my overall nickname. But I gotta kind of work out the clothing and the whole 9 yards for it. And then I'll think I'm gonna unveil that one probably Sunday. Yeah, I have like vehicles all under my main character's names, and I just change them up to whoever needs it at that point, or unless I want it as a stolen vehicle, and then, I kind of set it up for that. Quick and simple in the CAD system. Let me see. Oh, okay, now I'm kind of remembering where I'm at now. Or I should say, I know where I'm at, I'm just getting back on bearings here. Want to try to cram in as much as I can on this stream because I gotta work tonight, unfortunately. So I gotta go do with that. These guys don't know what they're doing. Let's just go around them. Yeah, the only downside is I'm used to using a trainer for making the characters to where you're not really running into the whole overlapping mesh of the outfit and trying to get everything to match up correctly. With the new setup that we have here, still not bad. I've just got to get used to it, which won't take me long. I just don't really make clothing or outfits all that much. I haven't really had a chance to mess with it too much, mostly just because I wasn't used to not using it. Jeez, I forgot the gas station was all the way down over here. Might hit the store, Barbara, and then save for... Yeah. I changed up my character a little bit on Monday. I swung by the plastic surgeon and made some alterations. But for my new character, I need to kind of write down what my stuff is at so I don't lose it, and then I could switch back to it whenever I'm done with the character that I have. Nice. Yeah, Boston's a tough team. They don't give up. Okay, all right. I got my bearings down. All right, and also the drug locations are going to be changing on the 1st too. I know Jeff had announced that to allow Leos to go to Civ or Civs to go over to Leos, which is pretty awesome. And I think it's good to change them up every month to make us all go out and have to relook at for the drug sites, so we don't form a monopoly on it. But what I'll do now is I'm going to black out the screen here real quick and make my run over to the lab, and as soon as I'm back in, of course you'll see my mug. Nothing fancy to look at. Hopefully it's bright enough. I was messing with the exposure on the webcam. And where's my privacy screen? Alright, there we go. We're inside. And back to unprivate. There we go. Alright, so we got the old Walter White thing going on here. But you can see down there where it shows the voice, no location. So keeping it all good and legit. I remember Bugs and Polecat and stuff was doing that on DOJ side, not exposing where the locations where they'd black out and run over and do their thing, and then unblack out when they were far away from it. But turning around having to go and find all these sites again is going to be fun. This was my last location, and this was probably my most challenging one finding. Hey, let me make sure I don't butcher that. Looks like Sinogan. I think I might have pronounced that right. How's it going? Take a look and see where we're at until somebody runs in and shoots us. And we need to stockpile too because if the labs change, we got to look for it. We still got to have a surplus on us. Prices on the street are going to go up. Supply and demand. Oh, I got to make sure I put myself in the TeamSpeak here. Did I? I did not. That person. There we go. Yeah, so it's been getting warm here lately. Finally having to run the air conditioner because the upstairs of the house has been pegging up into the 90s. Gotta love heat rising. And downstairs still staying pretty cool, but outside with it being in the mid 80s right now, this house just heats up like no tomorrow. And my office is stuck with the afternoon sun, so it just gets slammed all day long, or most of the afternoon when it's the hottest time. Yeah, especially if you have like texture mods and stuff in it, and then it becomes a pain in the ass. Oh, I'm sorry. When I lived in Arizona, it was um, for a bit. I, AC was like essential, and I know there was days when the AC wasn't on, or like in our car, we had the AC go out. That was just miserable. You're looking at 110, 115 degrees, and you're just rolling down the window, going down the freeway, and hope you can stay cool. Yeah, so like with my 5M, I have a whole bunch of stuff in it because I have my own private server that I use for testing, writing my own plugins and scripts and stuff. Um, just easier for me to do it on that, and I can bounce around to where I need to. But the trainers and the teleport, if it isn't, it should be the law. I mean, I've seen a bunch of people like in the window ACs also. I know for this office, once my simulator's put together, I'm going to get one or maybe two of those in-room ACs, depending on how well they push off. It's like little roller ones you can get that wheel around. I've seen some that have like two outputs on it and use one of the outputs to pump cool air into the sim, just because I know it's going to get hot with all that stuff running. I had to give my guy a new haircut, so now he's got the I think the more official looking Tony Montana from Scarface hairdo going on. Still haven't figured out how to do the face to get him to that point, but we're working on it. Nice. I have to take a look. I forgot to do it today to see who Pittsburgh's going up against in round two. Watch it beat the Capitals, which I don't think it is, but I wouldn't be surprised if it was. Oh, fun. Well, at least they'll still get to him somewhat fresh from the playoffs, which will be or fresh in the playoffs and not further down into the semifinals. Because I think what was it 2 years ago when they beat them to go against San Jose? Was it 2 years ago? Yeah, 2 years ago. That was that was intense. I mean, they went. I want to say it was out of 6 games and not seven. I was a little worried about Pittsburgh and how far they were going to go because in the beginning of the season they were dealing with all those injuries and the concussions and stuff. Interesting. I haven't been staying up on the whole politics of hockey too much. I need to get fully back into it again. I've been slacking in that department. Yeah, it's just like watching paint dry here. Sorry to say. Nice, that'll be cool. I think the, what was it, 90, 91? No, 92 was it? Oh my god, I can't remember what year it was. I was sitting in my history class in high school, and my friend who was from Pennsylvania was a Pittsburgh fan, and we were watching like hockey a lot. And that year, I remember sitting like the second week of school, and he's like, "Well, what are your predictions for this year?" And I remember like calling him like Pittsburgh will do it this year in 5 games in the finals. And he's like, "Yeah, we'll see how that goes." And then of course the whole school year went on. We're watching it, and Pittsburgh went up to the finals and won it in 5 games. And he's like, "Oh my God, you're like Jimmy the Greek." I'm like, "That was just a lucky guess." But I wound up doing it again the following year as well. Uh, and then our cable company pulled off some of the sports channels, so we didn't get hockey anymore. And the internet wasn't big back in 94, 95, so we kind of had to rely on what his family back in Pennsylvania was providing us. Yeah, it looks like the only thing we really ever heard around here was the Sharks. The Sharks are the Kings. That's good. That's really good. I don't remember if this thing taps out at 100 or. Well, we hit 100. We'll go and start processing the package bags. I think it's five raw for one package. Yeah, I think this paid well, but not as well as like doing your regular jobs. Mostly just because of the risk factor that's involved as well. Seattle Starbucks hockey. Yeah, I wouldn't be too surprised on that one. All right, let's take a look, see what we got going on this server. Oh, looks like we got some cops popping in up on here now. This will be a little cat and mouse game. Yeah, I think a lot of the sports has lost the meaning of what the sports are. I mean, most of it now it's how much money can I get. I mean, I think that's just us in general. I mean, even with regular jobs, we're looking for the best paying job for what we do to make sure we're taken care of and our families are taken care of. But when you're getting somebody that's screaming, "I want 50 million a year," and I'm only playing for 4 minutes, yeah, you need to go out and work a little harder for that. Too bad. I wonder if I can emote him doing something. Let's see what's on the emotes for anything on the drugs. Gotta make it look like he's doing something. But maybe the stupor works. Oh, that just doesn't work. What else do we have? Neil film. Medic. Well, medic, he'll be bent in down. Welding clipboard. I guess we could do clipboard. Oops. Dang it. Oh. There, we'll look official here. Yeah, WM is waste management here for California also. So yeah, that that's interesting. So they're sponsored by garbage. I don't follow basketball, so I can't really comment on any of the teams. And I used to follow baseball for the longest time, and then kind of gave up on that one on their last strike they had way a while back. And then football, I just kind of lost interest in it when I got into hockey. I mean, I played baseball, football, and hockey, and well, actually, I played baseball and football. And then once I started getting into hockey and started playing it, I was like, yeah, this is way, way, way better than the others. At least for me. I mean, everybody's different on what they like. Yeah, I think that's what it was. Didn't they not have the World Series for that one? Because they wanted basically more money as usual, and that just kind of turned me away from it. I was done with it at that point. I mean, because that was like, the American pastime. That's what it was known for. And then these guys kind of took that away because they all wanted more dough. I mean, I don't know the whole thing behind it. I just remember money was a big factor in it. I was still in high school at that point. Yeah, I remember that one too. I don't think I really watched any games on it or remotely cared in following any of it at that point. It looks like we got some bags here. I want to try to get at least 30 bags, so let's collect some more here. So we'll collect another 50 raw, and that'll put us at 30. I think it taps out at 36. And I got my one buddy who pops up on here, the one we did the Evil Knievel with. He's got a new character he's working on too, and I think if he gets that one dialed in, it's going to be just really funny when he gets pulled over. I don't know if he still kind of panics when he gets pulled over or not. For me anymore, it's like, whatever. And I was looking over the footage from Monday when I was putting it together, and I was uploading it today over to my YouTube channel. For that last one, I was pulled over because I figured, well, maybe there was something I didn't see or realize that when I was pulled over for that tailgating and speeding or alleged. Yeah, I mean, part of it is like you want to do something crazy, and then at the same time you're like, I don't know. I have still yet to do my own priority, and that's one of the things I want to work on with my new character. See if I can turn a priority over getting pulled over. But I think if they can implement a court system into the community here, and then have it where the fines are being deducted from your bank account or your wallet, which I think that was something that was being entertained. I don't know if they're doing that or not. And then you implement a court system, I would take that video footage that I had and fight it, and I'm pretty sure I probably would get off on that one. Yeah, that will suck. I think that'll keep us from doing a lot of stupid stuff, but most likely not. Unless your fine's going to be like 150 grand, and that'll kind of deter me. I think at this point I probably should have been close to a mill, and everything that I've earned and spent, but it's all in my cars. I know that I forgot what car it was. Basically, that one that looked like the Cobra, not the Cobra, the Viper. That thing I had put in over 300 grand into it. When I sold it off, they gave me like 30 grand for it. All right, we're getting there. I wish this stuff would collect a little bit faster. Here, we'll just go with the 40 here and then process it so we can go sell it off. Because otherwise we'll be watching paint dry all day. Now my only concern is oh, so far so good.
Hola, hola.
Hello. Yeah. That
How's it going?
it's going good. Just, working.
Oh yeah, of course. Farming, right?
Of course.
If
That
only I knew where to get rid of this money that is very dirty.
Still working on that one myself, but they're going to be changing the locations again, I guess. So, going to have to start all over in my search.
Oh damn.
That totally scared the hell out of me. I didn't even see them there. Well, at least I know I'm not getting shot, so that's good. Alright, got 2 more bags coming out, and then we'll bust on out of here. That's why you have yourself your house and you can store all your dirty money there. Alright, looks like we need 28 bags. That should work. I think these will go for about 300 a bag. Go up here. Alright, so I'm going to black out the screen real quick and get away from the area. And we'll pick back up on the outside. Alright, so we're out of the area. I was going to go back into out that way, but actually let's go over to the gun shop over here so we can go pick up a gun. That was close. Now we need to be a good boy and not get pulled over, because that's going to be some serious jail time with the amount of sacks that I have on me. And yet I'm still passing on a double yellow line and driving like a tool. Let's just blast around this person. There we go. Fortunately, there's hardly any cops on, so I bet they're all over in Sandy at this point. There we go. This works. One of these guys will do a trade. I'll take one of everything on the wall too while we're at it. And pistol. There we go, a couple of ammos. to load the ammo. I think that's all of it. Cool. Perfect. Alright, at least we got a gun to protect ourselves in case shit goes down. Alright, so we're not too far from there. We're looking at... we're up here. Okay, well, let me black out and then we'll run over and get the stuff sold off. The selling off part, I have to leave it blacked out because it's an easily distinguishable location unless I can make it myself look at the ground or something. I'll try that and then I'll be able to bring it back. And I know my house is over here somewhere. Yeah, and then the fire trucks, they're just hard because we have, how many stations we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stations. Again, you know, not a huge city. But they will cover areas if one of the stations has their trucks out, and then of course the other ones kind of fill in that area as a backup. Even though small town, those guys work a lot. Most of the time they're out on medicals. And then the evening time usually is, or the night time is when all the craziness happens. With the fires and stuff that go on. I should. I'm on Harwick, right? Actually, I'm up over here. But as this one was my project and I'm the salary guy, I don't incur the overtime. I'm the likely culprit that has to go take care of this. Salary has its perks and its not so perks. But it's okay. I mean, you know, work a few hours tonight isn't going to kill me. I don't have to drive like 50 miles to go to work, which is nice. It's only 3 miles away. Burn through the light here. Oops, I don't see any back there. Nobody. Alright, let's just blow through this. Blow through this one while we're at it. Whoa, holy hell. One would think I'd have this route memorized by now, given I'm always going up over here. Going up to the old apartment. Hopefully I can drop my car off here because I would hate to have to drive it all the way back down to the other garage. And get out of the way, people. Alright, let's see if this got fixed today. Please tell me it has. Ah, it has not. Alright, well, let me get my house to put this money back.
You're totally following me.
There we go. Okay, run up in my apartment and drop this cash off real quick. Come on, turn off. I might buy the, there's another apartment over by the construction site I found, which is actually a pretty nice one, so And enter. And let's drop this stuff off. Deposit all my dirty money. 13272. Oh, it did not type. 272.0. Boom. All right. Oh, that's it. Start kicking my stuff. What did it do to me? How much? I got 20 grand in dirty money sitting in here. Not a lot, but it's something. All right, let's go take the car back to the other garage down the road. Now that we're squeaky clean for the most part. Actually, put the gun away. Just because I'm worried that if I exit out, it may be gone. Perfect. And, all right, let's run to the other garage, drop this off. Am I going right here? All right, bat out of hell. Oh shit, wrong button again. I really need to undo that. That was my that was my Super Dave, you know, dive off the bike, ditch and go flying button. And I still reach over and hit that. Like, that wasn't a sieve, but they're taking off thinking I'm chasing after them. That was fun though. That kind of woke me up. One of the things I gotta throw it up in the suggestions I would love to see is to be able to pull our records and look at all the warnings, citations, and all that stuff that we've received over time. I don't think it was me. I mean, I bought cars, but I haven't had anything spawned underneath the cop, but it could have. I mean, oh, geez. For the amount of hours that I put in here so far. Good possibility, I just don't remember. Make my own lane. That could have been me. Sounds familiar. That probably could have been me. Could have been me or could have been my buddy, because I knew we were buying cars at the same time at one point. Alright, so sucks I have to cut this one short, but I gotta be at work in a half an hour, so I need to go change my clothes so I look somewhat presentable, walk around to PD and them not thinking I'm somebody just wandered into the back. But I'll pop the stream here. Yeah, the replay on this one won't be up because of my boo-boo. And the YouTube will obviously have it cut out. But this video will be up Friday. And, ooh, that's a nice truck over there. But otherwise, I'll catch you guys on Sunday's stream. Unless I don't have anything going on Friday. But we'll see how work goes. But I'll catch you guys later then.